Hey, thank you guys, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so happy to be here, and I'm happy to receive Dynamq finally. It's been a very long journey. This is something we've been planning for almost close to 3 months. You know, it has not been easy, but finally he's here and finally he's home. I just want to appreciate everyone for the love, the support, and the courage that everyone has shown throughout the entire time of this great day. We're almost close to the 3rd of December, and so all I'm asking for is may the love continue, may the support continue to pour in. Let's continue to support Dynamq, let's continue to support South Sudan music. And that is it. And basically that's really what I'm so happy for this day. I'm so happy for the love everyone has shown to Dynamq from the airport up to wherever we are. So thank you guys, thank you. To the whole team, the media houses, guys, thank you. I'm so happy, and the security team, thank you for providing us all the security, everything that you guys have done for us. We are so grateful. To the traffic police, to the entire management of the Juba International Airport, everything was really perfect as the way we planned. To the management of Jandis, thank you guys for setting up this great setting. We are so happy, we are so grateful. On behalf of the entire team, I just want to say thank you guys, thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Sam, Rockstar family, everybody. It's been a long time, you know. Sam is like, again, a brother from the first time we did the Jere concert. It was very successful, and he wanted to bring me back, but I told him we should do more than just a Dynamq show. We should do a festival for everybody to be on stage and heard, because I was once a young artist and a lot of doors were closed on my face. Nobody gave me a chance. So I told him I don't want to see any young South Sudanese musician go through a struggle. And so my stage is their stage. So that's why I convinced Sam. I say, you know what, let's do the first annual RUKA festival, and we are hoping for it to be more than just a festival, not just for music alone, but we want to share the culture of South Sudan. I've been all over the world, from countries you can name, from Japan to Jamaica, everywhere, and everybody is always looking up to Africa, and to me, South Sudan is the heart of Africa, because I'm from South Sudan, so I'm gonna be biased. But we have a beautiful culture. We have so many different traditional traditional dances, and our food, you know. Hopefully, inshallah, next year we're gonna do the festival, maybe 2-3 more days, 4 days, and where we can showcase South Sudan traditional costume. We can dedicate 1 day for just the traditional dancing, and then 1 day for just South Sudan food. So it's just, we are growing, and thank you guys for coming out here, and I'm happy to be home.
Question, you introduce yourself and your media house.
Thank you. Charles Atiki, Pro Future Media. You just mentioned that you traveled and performed in many places in the world. What's the difference about this, your second coming now, or what's the difference between performing in South Sudan and the other places that you've been around the world?
I think there's a love, that Junub love is different. You know, I still perform the same songs, the same Arabic Juba songs, same reggae songs, but performing those songs here, because all my songs, I write them about South Sudanese people. You know, Jere, Kalama Dewo Sulu, Halawa is all for South Sudanese, you know, and to see them embrace that is definitely different. And then plus the love in South Sudan, man, you can't beat that. I don't know. I've never felt anything like this. You know, I was getting emotional, the traditional dancing, and seeing everybody just welcoming me. That is the difference. When I go to those other countries, it's just like welcome, you go on stage, perform, and you go home. There's a connection, but there's no connection like South Sudan connection. This connection is like a good Wi-Fi, you know? Yeah.
It's a festival, and every artist that is mentioned is going to perform. That's why the show is actually starting at 1, because the main artists actually they are 25, but actually we have upcoming artists. Like he said, this is all about showcasing talent.
Yeah.
So we want everyone to show his talent to the people. Okay, so every artist, even if you sing 1 or 2 songs, we just want to see what you can do. And so every artist that is actually featured in the poster is going to perform, all of them. That's why the show starts at 1, and we expect to go up to midnight. Okay, so
it's about giving opportunities, you know.
it's all about opportunity.
We have to,
everybody should have showcased his or her talent.
Yeah.
We cannot restrict like this is going to perform. This is no.
Because
everyone is going to perform.
Any musician you know about was once nobody. So somebody gave them a chance. Somebody gave me a chance too, you know. So I just figure the best thing for me to do is share my stage with those upcoming musicians, you know, and I dedicate my life to making sure that South Sudanese musicians around me don't have to go through the pain and struggle, because it's tough, you know. Those who are welcome me, I thank them very much. I haven't slept, to be honest. Since last night I was just up waiting for this moment, you know. I was looking forward to it. It's like I played this in my head for so many years. And why RUKA? Well, RUKA, if you think of the song that I did with Yaba Angelosi and Queen Z, Kalamade Wosulu, that was kind of like where it really took off. It was there before, but honestly, I didn't know what to do with it. You know, I was just still trying to find a way. You know, anybody that like Brother Tiki, you live in America, you can't concentrate. You have to always do different stuff. But now I just figure it out and concentrate, and I don't want to be called a reggae artist, because reggae represents Jamaica. I don't want to be called a bongo flavor or a genge. I wanted something to represent South Sudan, and RUKA is what represents me and my whole thing. I think it's just to inspire them. Hopefully they can you know pick themselves up and go do better things. Because one thing with our industry, we don't have a lot of leaders, and this is no disrespect to anybody. We need a lot of leaders, because most of our musicians, to be honest, they look up to musicians their age, you know. I was very fortunate to come from a musical family that I grew up listening to the Francos, Kanda Bongo Man, and those are the people that nurtured me, you know, elderly musicians. Our musicians here is kind of tough because me growing up in Kenya, the radio station always played variety of music. Over here, you know, it's kind of it's getting there, you know, because it's a growing process. We are still a very young country, and for a baby, before the baby start walking, they have to crawl. So it's just it's a process. You know, we have some musicians that I'm gonna be bringing under the RUKA movement, and it's not only RUKA. Everybody has their own movement, and if anybody here, if they have a movement, we need to be that movement. If you have a movement, we need to be your movement. If I have a movement, it's all, you know, all for one, basically. I reached out to Kembe, and he forwarded me to his manager, and I will be honest, I never got a reply back. You know, we spoke about it, and I told him exactly what I wanted to do. What I really wanted to do with Kembe is I wanted to crown him, which is basically give him his flowers when he's here. I was gonna try to set up whereby we have a big chair and he comes and sit there, and then we put a crown on his head, which is like crowning him for the South Sudan music, for how he has inspired us. And unfortunately, I never got a reply back. So, I mean, sometimes you can't do more than that, you know? But I would definitely, I would have loved for him to be on there.
Well, basically, like you said, there are over 25 artists on one stage. First of all, it's not easy to contact all these 25 people, to bring them all together on one stage. We have prominent artists, we have so many of them. And it's not been easy actually to get everyone on one stage, okay? We have more than 50 artists in South Sudan. But of course, the few that I was able to reach out to were privileged enough actually to accept my invitation. And that's why they're in the poster. There are few whom it was very hard to actually get into them. And so when that happens, normally it's actually hard. You know, and this is a festival where, of course, this is the first annual festival. Yeah. So we expect another festival next year. So if you don't appear in this one, of course, next year is going to be there. and we intend to spread RUKA Festival to the states.
Yeah.
So we still have more opportunities for people. So this is just the first time. Yeah, much as you're not on this one, it doesn't matter. It doesn't mean that you've been excluded. It means the next one you'll automatically be there.
And then also, you don't. If you're not on the flyer, doesn't mean you can't perform.
You can't perform. You can still come.
You can come over there and
support.
It's
so everyone it's an open
yeah, it's the vibe and energy, you know.
Yeah.
If you come over there and you want to jump on stage, you're more than welcome, you know.
So that's it.
Yeah.
So we didn't exclude others, or we didn't do favoritism or what. But if you look at the poster, you'll actually see that the poster is well represented. Okay, it has both the upcoming, the main, the prominent, and everyone. Okay, actually covering the whole of South Sudan. So much as you're not on this, it means there's still a chance for you to actually perform on that very day. Oh, we could still use you for the next year, because this is just the first one. Normally, the first time, always there are so many things you will miss, you know. So like this, we missed out Emmanuel Kembe, we missed out last week, but that doesn't mean they're not going to be part of this show. They will still be part of this show as invitees. They can just come and attend.
Yeah.
You know, feel the vibe, feel the songs, feel the sound, and at the end of the day, we are there.
Yes, sir. I think we need more music. I'm looking forward to doing collabs with as much artists as I can, because I always tell them, I'm gonna take care of it abroad. Let me do the promotion up there. You guys do the promotion of it. It's a two-way street with my music. You know, you help me and I help you. And definitely, I'm looking forward to doing more projects. I'm gonna be here for quite some days, and my brother here is the one that shot the video, and definitely we spoke of doing some other things. Like I say, it's so many things to do, man. I'm really impressed with the industry, to be honest. Of course, I DJ as well, and in America, I'm not gonna lie to you, man, South Sudan music has gone up. I remember when you could not even play African music in a club, not even Afrobeat, but now our music are in the mix, you know. Big venues, big shows. That's why when I hear people talk about South Sudan music is struggling, I say, yeah, because you're looking at it from a different angle. You know, if you go, I did a show in Finland, and I kid you not, we had to do 2 shows. It was full of South Sudanese. I've never been to Finland before that. When I went there, the stage was full of Sudanese kids. I had like, who knows about Finland? Nobody really knows about Finland. But when I went over there, I found out they have a lot of refugees that came from Egypt, and we had to do 2 shows there. You know, go to Sweden, you know, UK, all these places in Canada. You know, the South Sudanese music is playing all over, and the Yaldale song is a very special song to me. And I spoke to, and thanks to Sam made it happen, you know, and brother Tiki here. It was a collective effort with so many people. I remember when we stayed up late at night, electricity will go off, you know, the car batteries, I think his car battery was stolen, but we still made it happen, you know. Those are things that people don't see. People just want to see the end results, but we're looking to release a documentary of how we made that song. Because being in the studio with those musicians, I'm not gonna lie to you, man, it was so emotional, you know, with our late sister Trisha C. And on that song, I think it was her, she actually wrote her own lyrics. Most of them we gave them stuff to do. That's how talented she was, and I was very privileged to do a song with her. He's gonna answer that.
Well, we are just doing the RUKA Festival, and that's it for now. So our focus right now is the RUKA Festival, and that is all.
Right now, I want to do happy songs. I think I like Halawa. Halawa is something that everybody's been requesting a lot, but Aragan is, I guess, doing good. I can, you know, I'm just happy to be home. So basically, RUKA is a style of music that I represent. You know, I didn't want to be labeled a reggae artist or a so-and-so artist. I wanted something that represents South Sudan, Junub, you know? And when we started, I'm not gonna lie to you, everybody was just like shunu kida, but it's building up, it's building up, and it's something that I'm hoping to. I'm hoping everybody starts their own style as well. You know, I think WJ has, is it Yuka music, right? Yuku, right? Yeah, Yuku. WJ has Yuku music, and I'm definitely looking forward to supporting him. Is about everybody just having a movement, and RUKA to me is you, it's your style, you know, it's everything that you stand for, you know. There's a lot of things I'm gonna get into in the future because we have to tackle so much, and also, yeah, definitely before we forget, we wanna get into, you know, the sports academy as well with the young. There's a young soccer player that we saw.
Yeah.
We're trying to give, you know, basically give people opportunities, you know. RUKA is not just music, it's everything. Oh, I hope I made
Thank you.
and you know, I have a 7-year-old son, right? And when I'm out there working, that's all I'm thinking about taking care of. I think a lot of us lose focus and get into, I don't do the argument, I don't argue with people. I feel like it's a waste of time. It's not what I'm standing for. I want to create opportunities and build something, you know. For those musicians going back and forth, I really do hope they get back into the music, because that's what people want to hear, you know. And like I said, South Sudanese musicians are great musicians. It's just, you know, they just need to take a few more steps in understanding this is a music business. You know, it's a business. The business part is what people forget all the time. Music business. And I'd like to big up Silver X just got a deal with is it a
2-on-1 bet?
2-on-1 bet. Thus, we need to see things like that, you know, because once you have some type of income here and there, it will just make you concentrate more on the music. Because right now what's happening is people get distracted, and people like to see your grass is green, why mine is not green. You know, you should just keep watering your grass until, you know, it just concentrate, and no matter what you go through, there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. Because trust me, being here right now, I never thought that this would happen to me. He can attest to you. When I started making music, my own family didn't like my music. I was standing outside in the snow, waiting to go in the studio, and they would rush me. And I taught myself how to record, you know, because I had we grew up together in America. They can tell you the struggles. This is what people see right here is, trust me, is a lot of pain, man. We used to go to shows and they'll shoot up the clubs, guns and everything. But, you know, we had a mission. The mission is to make sure South Sudan name is being called, you know. When I went to Jamaica, I met the Jamaican Prime Minister. I never thought I would ever do that. People out there don't even know South Sudan is a country, to be honest. They just know of Sudan. If you tell them South Sudan, like, what is that? They don't know. All these musicians you see, when whatever they see, that's their introduction to South Sudan. You know, we don't have anything out there, and it's very, very sad, because trust me, there's a lot of food out there for us to eat, a lot of opportunities, man, and not one person alone cannot do it. One hand cannot clap. It's gotta be two, man. It has to be a collective energy. If you see one person doing good, man, just support, man. It doesn't matter if they're doing better than you, just support, because that support is gonna come back to you. You know, you get what you give. That's how I look at it. First of all, I have a non-profit organization. It's called Yalday Project, and it's registered and everything. So getting musicians out there is no problem, but I don't think they're mentally ready, because I've worked with some musicians, and when they get a little bit of hype, they start the disrespect. I'm sorry, I'm not taking no disrespect from nobody, you know, because I grew up different. I'm a man of principles, you know, and if we're gonna work, let's work. I think, yeah, Silver X been to India before, and then I think Ali Joma was supposed to go to Australia, it never happened. I think South Sudan is the only country that musicians haven't been out there, but we have opportunities for them to be out there. But also, I'll be honest, they have to start making music that appeal to the people abroad. You know, basically, like Diamond is doing his thing. I'm not gonna, you know, I tell our musician, the kick drum gotta kick, you know, on the songs. If that kick drum is weak, nobody. I know people that listen to Diamond don't even know what he's saying, but it's the melody and what. But we have all that here. One of my favorite musicians now is Coco San. I listen to Coco San 24/7. I think that's one promising musician that we all need to get behind, because he has the voice, he has the melody, he has what it takes to be a musician, you know. And don't sleep on that guy. Trust me. Somebody like that is gonna get distracted. And like, I still listen to CJ Oman, Junubia. To me, that's one of the best songs ever come out from South Sudan. You know, but it's like, we just need that support. As far as the question, yes, most definitely, that's the plan, to bring them abroad, and even if it's just a showcase, you know. Yeah.